Well, welcome to PS Audio's Listening Lab. It's finally done. This is the final bit to this wonderful room. And one of the things that really warms my heart is the reaction people have when they come to this room. One of my good friends, Lowell Graham, Commander Lowell Graham, because he was the commander and conductor of the U.S. Air Force Band. Here's a guy I've known for years, and he's an audiophile. He's the conductor of the one of the Colorado Symphonies up in Greeley, and this guy knows music. He knows good sound, and he and a buddy came up here the other day, one of the first to come sit down in this room, listen to the FR-30s, to the stacks of equipment. This is the setup that any one of you that showed up for a tour could come and hear. And Lowell, days after, is still talking about the experience. He told me, he said, Paul, in all the years that I have been involved in high-end audio, in music, I have never heard anything like the Listening Lab. It was just stunning. And I have to agree. And some of it is by design, and a lot of it is by luck. And that's just, you do the best you can. Like, let me go through some of the features here of what we did in the hopes of making it the way it is. And like I say, sometimes you just get lucky. So the room is about 33 feet long. It's about 18 feet wide. Nice rectangle. We didn't do any walls. I mean, this was formerly our tool room. And right outside is the electronics lab. If we were to turn around, you'd just see the electronics lab. So simple rectangular shape. The ceiling is about 10 feet tall. So we have a little bit of height. You can see what we've done in the ceiling. Now, this is an acoustic ceiling. You know, the kind that you see in the government buildings and office buildings with the little squares and the little perfs in it, right? Well, this is exactly that. And when we first looked at it, we thought, oh my Lord, that's going to be awful. That's one of the worst things you can have. So maybe we should invest in a hard ceiling, in putting up drywall. And our contractor looked at it and he goes, you're out of your frickin' mind. Up here is the entire infrastructure of the building, pipes, wires, gas line. I mean, holy moly. I mean, he said, you're looking at probably $20,000 to replace that, put a hard ceiling up there and provide access, all this stuff. Don't want to go there. And so Chris Brunhaver, our speaker designer, said, they are GIC, a number of companies make some great drop-in for acoustic ceilings, and that's what we did. It wasn't cheap. It's about $3,500 for that. Just so you know, we spent about $40,000 on this remodel, okay? Turning the tool room, we had to add a wall, we had to, what else do we have to do? Oh, put the ceiling in, the paint, all of these diffusers, absorbers, the red ones, people ask all the time, these are absorbers. All of this came from the studio. When we moved Octave Records from where it was about a quarter of a mile down the road to upstairs, which I will do another video for you and show you, probably several videos, the new control room, the new tracking room, which I'm really excited about. But we had these left over. And so I wanted to put these in because these are, as many of you probably know, I am a big fan of diffusion. Diffusion helps the imaging. It helps get rid of slap echo. I mean, it's a sweet room. What else can I show you? These are wooden, real thin. They're made out of cedar, and there's, it's a classic shape. 3 chairs, pretty standard. We've talked about this before. I've rallied for years not to do this, but it's okay. It's all right. You just don't want a whole bunch of stuff behind the loudspeakers. And in this case, it is a showroom. We want to show you what's going on. So we went ahead and built that, and I think it's totally cool. You've got the BHK 600s sitting atop of the power plant 20s, the biggest ones that we make. And what else? The P20s. We can put in any speakers. Generally, when you come, you'll hear the FR30s because it's just an experience. And one of the other things that we did that I will show you here in the next couple of days is we built what's called the listening lounge. And that's upstairs, and I will show you that. So here's what it is. Here's why we did it. When you sit in here, this is an extraordinary room. There aren't many like it in the world. And I would encourage you, if you are in Boulder, I have people flying in just to hear this, just to see this. This is an expensive system, okay? These are $30,000 a pair. Now, huge value for what you get, but still, that's a lot of money. This whole setup, I don't know, $100,000? Just taking a guess here. So most people come here and it's like, wow, a ride at Disneyland. This is so cool. But we're not going to have most people just duplicating this system in their home. So then, once you hear it, we take you upstairs to the listening lounge where we have a pair of FR5s, our little guys, with our integrated Strata amp, very approachable, affordable system, and you'd be blown away how well that sounds compared to this. And that's what we want to show you. Yes, this is extraordinary, but when we take you upstairs, you'll hear something that you could just slap into your home and have, I don't know, 80%, 70% of this, whatever the percentage is. So, all right, enough babbling. Thanks for having a listen and a view of PS Audio's The Listening Lab. Talk to you later.